Hi guys, this is Dr. Sadasivam once again with you. We have been watching this market. I'm talking about the stocks and share market. Where is 18,700 or 18,800? And today, after some ups and downs, slowly and steadily, lower lows, slower lows, and today we are sitting at 15,700, 15,800. We are oscillating between these two levels. Guys, let me turn the pages of history and let us remind ourselves that before Corona, I'm talking about January 2020, the share market was in the range of 12,500 to 13,000, and that was when the great Corona started. And if you remember, some people suffered this from Italy. Some ships were stopped. Some Italian tourists came to India. All these stories happened in the month of February, and then Corona started with 5, 10,000, 10,000, kept on increasing, and the stock market kept on falling. And we all remember that historic date, that is 24th of March, when the Prime Minister of the country announced in the television, Mitro, everything came to a grinding halt. And then the stock market fell from 13,000 to 12, 10, 9, 8,000. Nifty. Not long ago, just the year before last. 2020 is what we are talking about. We are not talking about long ago, 50 years back, 100 years. We are not talking those old stories. We are talking about 2020 March, just year before last. April, the whole world came to a standstill, not just India. Nifty came down to 8,000. Now, if you remember, Reliance was available at 900 rupees. Ashok Leyland was available at 30 rupees. Your Tata Motors was available at, 100, 120, I don't remember. Then after that, the whole stock market galloped. We're talking about October 2020, just in 6 months. We're talking about October. In just a period of 6 months, we reached the pre-COVID levels, that is 12,000 and 30,000. Nifty reached back. And after that, kept on galloping upwards. And it was approximately February or March, I guess, if I'm right. And then October, I'm sorry, in February it reached 15,000. February of 2021, 15,500. And after that, there have been some ups and downs. The market started breathing, gasping for breath, and it started galloping once again from April 2021, October 2021, from April to last October. I'm talking about last Deepavali, highest ever. The Nifty reached 18,800, somewhere between 18,700 and 18,800. And after that, it kept on coming down, right from October 2021, and we are in March now, 2022, lower lows, and today we are in a situation, as I speak, it is 15,700. So what is the outlook for the stock and share market? Some people are saying that it might go down. Some people say that it will come down to 15,000. Some say it might come down to 14,000. Anything is possible, guys. Remember, even if it comes down to 14,000, it doesn't mean that the train will get halted there permanently. Much like what we saw 2 years back. We have come out successfully from pandemics like Corona. when the whole world came to a grinding halt. We have not seen that kind of a pandemic in 100 years. And in 6 months we were back to normal, guys. The reversal was so rapid. The bull run was so ferocious, fast and furious, that we got back to February levels in just 6 months. October, we came to pre-COVID levels. Market is quite resilient, especially the Indian market. Today it is 15,700. A lot of people are asking me, can it come down to 14,700? Of course, it will. But there's nothing to fear. It's a temporary phase. It's a passing cloud. I did some little bit of analysis. I also heard a lot of experts. There is a support, right? Today, it is somewhere around 15,700. If it comes down, it can come down to 15,130. Is there a probability? Yes. How much probability? I would say, I will not say probability is less. I am saying it's a 50% probability, my dear friends. And if you ask me, is there a chance for it to go further down? Absolutely. It can go down till 14,623. This is my own analysis based on the candles. Is there a probability? Of course. Sambhavana hai. Because for some time, if you have been watching the market, it's falling and falling. Something like somebody is jumping from the helicopter without a parachute. And that's the nature of the fall. What are you thinking? So it can still fall down. Some people are asking, what do you want to say? What I want to say is, the possibility of the whole Nifty coming down by another 1,000 points still exists, but there is nothing to fear. Please do not do anything in a haste. Some people are saying that I will sell my stocks, it will further go down and then we will buy it. Whatever stocks you have in hand, please keep that. Don't try to become a market expert, because big experts, they have become paupers because they wanted to time the market. We should never ever try to time the market, because we don't know how the market will work. The ways of the market are unknown. Nobody will be able to time the market. I'll give you an analogy. I went to Dalhousie recently, a hill station in Himachal Pradesh. Above that there is a pass called as Such Pass. Dalhousie is 6,000 feet above the sea level. And over and above that, 6 hours uphill journey, Such Pass. In the way, 25 kilometers you have to drive in the first gear. 140, 150 kilometers, but it takes 6 hours to cover that distance. Now, if you drive in a road like that, anything can happen. Trucks can come in the opposite direction, landslides may fall, snowfall may be there. The bus driver does not know what will come opposite to him. Because when he was driving uphill, he saw down the hill, there was a truck coming up the hill. Obviously, that truck has to come opposite him, because that truck is not coming up to halt and pitch a tent and sleep. At every bend that he negotiates, he prays to God. I have to cross that truck, but I don't want that truck when I am negotiating a hairpin bend. Because once it comes, then it's a Herculean task, because it cannot pass. It's a one way. Then he has to reverse, keep on reversing, maybe 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, we don't know. Till such time, 2 vehicles can pass. Therefore, some data points are there based on which the drivers drive their vehicles. Here at this point, the road is broad, 2 vehicles can pass. Anything can happen. The tree can fall down. There could be a vehicle ahead of you which has a breakdown. And these are factors, extraneous factors, which are outside the control of the driver. You may be an expert investor, but there are a lot of factors which are not under your control. War might erupt, commodity prices might go up, anything can happen. A lot of extraneous factors, so it is difficult for anyone to time the market. But the investors, they have to respect the market, respect the candles. Hope is important, because there's Anuj in CNBC who always keeps saying that hope is not a data point. It is good. One can have hopes, aspirations. He keeps praying. Of course, that is important. But don't consider that as a data point, because many a times we act under emotions. Likewise, the driver does his job but leaves the rest to God, because factors outside his control. What will you do suddenly if there is a snowfall? Suddenly the truck comes. We gave the truck example. Anything can happen, right? Likewise in the stock market, anything can happen. US will raise its interest rates. You can't do anything. There is a geopolitical situation happening between US and Ukraine. You have no control on when the war will stop or when the war will stop. You don't have any control on these. What I am trying to say is stay invested. Fear of missing out, FOMA. Don't do anything. Don't chase any stock. The stock market will be there tomorrow also. Whether we will be there in the stock market or not, that is a doubt. So therefore, don't sell the stocks you have in hand, hoping that the market will fall down. Dr. Sada said the market will fall down. We'll buy it when it goes down. And those of you who are investing through the SIP route, please continue doing that. Because for the same amount of money, you're going to get more number of units. And that's going to help you in the long run. That will compound. And whenever the bull market resumes, it will be fast and furious. And one more thing I would like to tell you, that whenever these kind of movements happen, it doesn't happen like, for example, we fill our tractor with vegetables, we go to the market, dump that and come back. Stock markets, FIIs and DIAs, foreign institutions, they don't work in that manner. They have a complete plan for 6 months and 8 months. What are you thinking, my friend? Do you think they will bring Bori Barke stocks and sell them on the same day? That's what we will do, farmers will do. They have a complete plan for the next 6 months that they have to divest all the stocks. Or the same thing holds for buying stocks also. They have 70,000 crores, maybe $10 billion. They won't sell it on one day. They will sell something, they will buy something as part of their plan. But their target is that in the next 8 months, whatever stocks I have, $10 billion or $20 billion, I have to sell everything. But he has a time horizon of 8 months, sometimes 1 year, guys. And he will wait till he sells the last share after 10 months. And then he will say, Ram Ram Ji ki. He will leave the country. That's why it's a hot capital. Same thing happens for buying also. This is what is called as portfolio adjustments. He may take the money, he will go to other emerging markets. He may invest the money in Brazil, China, Vietnam, Argentina. In this particular year, FIIs, foreign institutional investors, they have sold lakhs and crores, 4 lakh crores, 5 lakh crores. Every day they are selling 3,000 crores, 4,000 crores, 5,000 crores. In this month they have sold 23,000 crores. But that doesn't mean they don't believe in the Indian market. They are doing it for portfolio adjustments. As on date, India is the best market in the world. There is no market in the world which is better than India. If you look at inflation in other countries, inflation is very much under control in our country. Now, if you look at the reserves, we have more than $600 billion. Slightly, there has been a current account deficit in the last 1 or 2 weeks. That's because of rising crude oil, etc., etc. But $600 billion is no less by any stretch of imaginations. Look at the stability of the rupee, right? It hovers between 70 and 75, 76. Look at the financial markets resilience. Crores and crores of NPAs, they've all been flushed out. The froth is out of the system. The higher valuations are all out. Today, all stocks and shares are reasonably priced. Every month, GST collection is more than 1.5 lakh crores. Tax evasions have come down like anything. We're talking about $5 trillion. Today, the GDP is $3 trillion. We're going to increase this GDP by $2 trillion. And where will this $2 trillion go? It has to come back to the stock market. And the same FIIs who left our country, they are going to come back, and that is when you will see the real bull run. They will come with a white horse. The man will come galloping in a white stallion, right? Sensex will once again become a senior citizen. It will cross 60,000. The Nifty also will become an adult. It will cross 18,000 once again. Not in the distant future, just a question of 3 or 4 months. Whatever shares you have, not to sell that under fear, and not to buy shares also under the fear of missing out. Fear should not be there. Fear of missing out also should not be there. And as and how the stock market proceeds, I will keep giving you updates of what is happening in the stock market on a daily basis. Subscribe to this channel, press the notification bell so that you will continue to get all these informative videos which we will be sending. Okay guys, this is Dr. Sadasivam signing off till we meet again. Bye bye, Jai Hind.